attention and welcome to the EDP Norfolk Tourism Awards 2012. Before we get started this evening, just a few points of housekeeping. Should you wish to use the bar this evening, you will find it here or here. Should you wish for the toilet this evening, you will find it here or here. And should you wish to join us for our spectacular evening entertainment after the awards, you will find it upstairs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for flying with Air Archon. I'd like to welcome to the stage the editor of the EDP, Mr. Nigel Pickover.
Wow, Air Archon. That's a surprise, isn't it? We've just launched Mustard TV, and that's a really exciting venture for us, but Air Archon, out of lovely Norwich Airport. Hey, who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, VIPs, distinguished guests, welcome to the 8th EDP, Eastern Daily Press, Tourism Awards, which have become a really important celebration of our county's wonderful tourism offering. Tourism is vital to so many people's livelihoods, annually contributing £2.5 billion to the local economy. Mightily impressive in that Norfolk's tourism economy is 30% bigger than Cornwall's. Our awards celebrate the unrivalled wealth of attractions in our wonderful part of the world. This region, of course, is blessed with stunning locations visited by hundreds of thousands of people each year, and my title, from its print editions to its online platforms, is delighted to support those who work in the growing tourism industry. In fact, only this week we've started on a campaigning foot to preserve this wonderful tourism industry, and we're fighting against pylons in the Norfolk Broads. But it's to you who really make the difference, you entrepreneurs who make the difference in this fantastic race to attract more visitors. The awards judges are with us here tonight, and they've all agreed with me that, of course, you are all winners. Choosing one business over another becomes harder every year, and the judges were hugely impressed by the sheer quality of everything they saw. In the year ahead, not only will we campaign for your industry, we will promote and celebrate it. It's the jewel in our economy, and we will promote it in a way that's not been seen before. And I'm also putting my resources where my words are, my personal commitment to you all and to the wonderful stimulating businesses that you run. To this end, I've just appointed Stephen Pullinger as our new tourism correspondent, who will devote his total time to tourism. Steve, are you anywhere in the room? I can't see you left and right. Stand up, Stephen Pullinger, ladies and gentlemen. There's only a little bit from me now, and I'll see you a little later. I hope you have a wonderful evening. There's some great surprises for you, and I'll keep you posted as we go along. But I think we should just have a warm round of applause for those wonderful ladies who brought us into their airport lounge, the ladies from Lexi Media, led by Debbie. Where are you, girls? As I leave for now, it's my great pleasure to introduce Simon Altham, Commercial Director of our lead sponsor, Ho Seasons, to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, Simon.
Thank you, Nigel. It really is a great pleasure to be here this evening and to share the room with what I consider to be the creme de la creme of local tourism. Before I begin, however, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate one of the industry's most popular figures with us here this evening, Mr. Brian Potter, who was awarded an MBE for his services to tourism earlier this year. Congratulations, Brian. I'm not here tonight to talk about Ho Seasons. After 67 years in tourism, I think you all know what we do. However, as a business that takes over millions of people on holiday year after year, I hope I can give you a broader perspective and share with you 4 of the top trends which we believe will have the biggest impact on tourism over the next 12 months. Firstly, the weather. We cannot gloss over the fact that across the UK the weather has been pretty poor this year. County shows have been cancelled, though thankfully not the Norfolk. There have been many washout festivals and many tourism businesses have been flooded. If we believe the hype around global warming, then we are going to have to get used to unpredictable weather patterns in the UK. Many of you in the room will be thinking this isn't a new phenomenon. However, more so than ever before, we need to weatherproof domestic holidays so they can compete successfully with the overseas sector. How many businesses suffered as a result of poor weather this year? Contingency planning is a must and a key strategy for all. It may be a wet weather survival kit in a cottage, full of board games and recommendations of indoor local attractions, fixing that leaky roof on a boat, sliding canopies aside, or more significant investment in indoor facilities or activity areas. If you can afford to make these changes, I urge you must. It will also help the holy grail of promoting Norfolk as a year-round tourism destination. If customers can leave Norfolk and say, "We had a great time even though it rained," then they're less likely to seek guaranteed sunshine next year. We cannot ignore the weather, and nor should we. So let's embrace it, build it into our businesses and cater for visitors come rain or shine. Value. Customers today want value, whether it's a toaster or a holiday. Research shows that holidays are still very important to customers, but they will shop around for the best deal. This does mean that businesses may suffer, their margins may suffer in the short term, but being creative and driving your business through sales and promotions can actually help improve the bottom line. I know that most of you in this room are already doing this, and discount is not a popular word. But we have to accept that until we come out of the economic slump, customers are unlikely to want to pay full price for anything. Which leads me nicely onto my third slide. Competition. There are thousands of holiday destinations in the UK, tens of thousands in Europe and hundreds of thousands across the globe, all of which are competitors. Within the UK alone, there are 4 or 5 destinations as popular as Norfolk. We know because we sell them. Just as we all work hard to promote Norfolk, areas such as Cornwall, Yorkshire and the Cotswolds work just as hard. What does this mean for Norfolk? Clearly, we are stronger together. The more Norfolk and East Anglia can do working towards common goals and objectives, the louder Norfolk's voice will be heard. As much as it pains many of you in this room, it does make sense to work across political and geographic boundaries, as customers visiting Great Yarmouth are more likely to visit Lowestoft than North Norfolk, which has more in common with the Suffolk coastline than it does with Norwich. The good news is that this has already started with Visit East Anglia, but I would strongly advise against letting it fragment too much. Yes, you all have vested interest in your own areas. However, partnerships can only succeed when all working towards a common goal. The more everyone in this room works together, the greater the opportunity for us all. Complacency. At the recent Tory conference, we hosted a dinner with the outgoing tourism minister and a group of MPs. The general perception of UK holidays was disappointing, to say the least. When travelling around the UK, I'm often saddened by some of the poor standards I see across the industry. It's no wonder that many people have a poor view. What's more, social media now offers the perfect platform for customers to vent their frustrations and name and shame those not delivering to acceptable standards. And they also rally not just their friends, but their friends of friends and their friends of friends and friends of friends. A small customer service issue can soon become a PR nightmare. We all have a role to play as ambassadors for tourism. We need to ensure we deliver on our promises to our customers. we need to challenge ourselves to innovate and continually improve the products and services we offer. We need to look to the future. We need to look at the new audiences. Who are the customers of tomorrow? What do they want? How can we stay ahead of the curve? How can we keep Norfolk top of the tree? Sometimes it's not about patting ourselves on the back for doing a good job, rather asking ourselves, how can we do it better? Thankfully, those here this evening are already doing this, but I urge you to share the knowledge, the experience and the passion that you all have with others around you, so that together as a county we can stand strong and together we can keep Norfolk ahead of the competition. So, on the face of it, we have challenging weather, consumer price pressures, increased competition, and a growing social media culture which favours highlighting the negatives as opposed to promoting the positives. It's a pretty tough gig for us all. However, Norfolk does remain a jewel in the crown for domestic tourism, and thanks to so many of you in the room this evening, the county is in safe hands. Like you, we too value Norfolk, which is why I wanted to share with you this evening our brand new TV commercial, which is 100% Norfolk. Thanks to the diversity of the county, we were able to shoot every aspect of our UK product range right here on our doorstep. We even sourced all our models locally. So, despite the wind, the rain, and the freezing cold temperatures in October, we managed to shoot what we believe is a commercial to make Norfolk proud, and I am delighted to premiere it here tonight.